Hello, Babala. I'm ready to tattoo.
Welcome to ZFG podcast. We love you.
Always give me your Christ, the life to Christ. Like every opportunity that I had in my life when I was young, when they say, if you are here,
I want to be a
I think teacher told me they say you are only make it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to ZFG podcast. I'm Jay Prince, and always alongside.
Inside me in the building.
V for viral, V for victory, you already know.
Yes. Thank you for always tuning in, and of course, if it's your first time tuning in to us, you have to click the subscribe button.
Okay.
You can share the video, you comment, let's know what's up. There's not
Makes the video to go to other people for them to see.
spread the news, spread the word. You get
Spread the gospel.
spread the gospel. Oh yes, it's a new episode, and today's topic is what are the superstitious and hilarious things you grow up knowing, which you find out later that they're rubbish. Yes, I'll start with myself. Yes, I think talking about superstitious belief, superstition in the word, I think the other word for superstition is Nigeria. I think the other word is for superstition should be Nigeria, of course, because growing up, I learned a lot of things that later found out like, man, they're all bullshit, like they're not supposed to be. So I'll start with having a tattoo. Let me start with having a tattoo.
You're going to hell. You're going to hell.
You're going to hell, you made believe that having a tattoo is like you're devilish, you're demonic, And then I remember my little brother having his first tattoo was a flower. Yeah.
Don't tell me he had a tattoo before you.
Yeah, he had.
Whoa!
No, we beat him up.
Shout out to endurance.
My mom called me and was like, "Hello, Babala. I'm ready to tattoo." I took like boom. I was already there. I found him there. I was punching but while I was punching him, my mom was beating. We beat him up for tattoo, for the tattoos that I have all over me now.
I hope you apologized already.
So it's crazy. You feel like no tattoo, no. And then also I don't know if I will call this superstition, but then it's also things that was stuck in my head that I felt like it was a really, really, really a bad thing. You could tell who you are. That's smoking weed. I think growing up, I felt like I was made to believe that if you smoke weed, you're thoughty, you're a thief, you're a thug, like you don't have a life.
If there's still something in that area,
is that what that's smoking?
all of you guys that are smoking, you are the suspect.
Yeah, so it's crazy how it works, and then I'm fat good guns and you get so. And also there's this thing of if you're pregnant and someone crosses your leg,
You're going to give birth to
baby
a
is
child
gonna look like that person.
that will look like that person. Is that true?
Yeah, and also if you pee in the river, it's gonna rain on your wedding. Like,
Yeah.
What if you get married in the dry season? Is it going to rain because of that?
I love this, but then I want to go to King Sammy. Share your own.
Superstition from my side is number one. The one I remember very well is you can't sweep and leave the dirty by the entrance of the door. But we always have this thing like some things are not right because they say if you put another one is if you use your hand to pack the dirty, right, your hand will be shaking. You'll be like, but they are telling us not to do it because maybe there is a pin there. You understand? So I just think it's a way of like putting fear in people. You understand? The same way with children. You understand? The same way with Bible, like don't do this, you understand? So I think
There's this other one that if you're sweeping and someone is actually standing where you're sweeping and you're sweeping to that person's direction, it's poverty for him.
Yeah, you see.
For saying that one in my own place, it's like if somebody sweeps and you not pack it, if you go help them to pack it, then you pack poverty. You see, so and there was a time.
Want you to sweep and pack your shit.
That time I think we were not even here. I think when but then she swept my room, I think, and then she was like, "Could you pack that?" Then I sat her down and I gave her a great lecture on why you cannot sweep my room and expect me to pack it because you are sweeping another room now and be like, can you just pack? I'm like, no, you cannot do that. That means it's poverty. So yeah, I get.
You know, for me, let me tell you guys one funny story about my life, right?
Yeah.
When I was a child, when I was growing up, my teeth, these two teeth, they were very long like this.
Wow.
You know, like Okuru.
So they will now call me, they're gonna pay you something, right? Like that time. You know why they say that? They say I have that long teeth because I use a knife
To eat.
To eat yam. To eat yam.
If you use knife to eat generally, they will say
For us. For us, like our own place, it's like if you use because normally, when we were young, like we never use knife to eat. Like in my own house, it was only yam. No, what I'm saying, it was only yam that we use knife. When you want to eat yam now, like what's the issue? Instead of you to now use your hand to pick it after cutting it, you now use it to. They will not tell you that like instead of your bill money to your own our own is like my dad had a yajipe like so my dad had tutu front it and tutu down it. So now in my own place when you have that they will say you hit with
knife.
Yeah, instead of your own it's coming out. Our own is double teeth. Yeah.
It's just generally they will say it will affect your teeth. But then it's just you trying to tell you that if you don't hit with knife, because
that's what your tongue. And if you look at it, the only reason why we are communicating and talking right now, it's because I got the tongue, you got the tongue. If this thing is cut right now, I can promise you, anybody that offend you next, don't fight him, don't kill him, just cut the tongue, then you will know what will happen.
But guys, don't you guys think, right, that the way that we are not able to document our journey as Yoruba people, I'm talking about Yoruba people, right? Do you think it affects? Because if you check these superstitions, right, we are the one who say they are superstitious. Even in the Bible, there is a lot of superstitions, but they were written down and people were following it up to tomorrow, which they call it a doctrine. You understand? Don't you guys think if, like, let's say Yoruba, they have like the same Bible, like the way we are reading, don't you guys think our culture will not going to, like, we are going to be out there?
To be honest, but personally, okay, you want to go?
No.
Okay, so personally, I don't think so. What I believe in, people evolve. Times change. The times of our father is different from us. Our father told us to marry 3 wives. Are you married to 3 wives? No. So what if they wrote it down and gave you as a book, as a Bible, for you to believe that is what you're supposed to follow as a doctrine? Times change. At that time, having 3 wives, having 7 wives was profitable. Why? You have more kids. There's more people to work on your farm.
Yeah.
There's more profits coming in. There's more money coming into the house. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it makes sense for them. So if they have written that for us as a Bible, then we have to follow it now.
There's no mission of being a
But can I ask you a question? In the same Bible, right? It says you should not marry. I don't think Bible even says you shouldn't marry 2 wives.
Okay, so me, I'm not even talking about. I
want to bring something out there.
Okay, cool.
And in the same Bible, all of the prophets that has been mentioned in the Bible, none of them have 1 wife, right?
Which prophet does have more than 1 wife? Prophet Elijah.
A lot of people. David, Solomon.
Elijah. David was not a prophet.
it was a story not written in the Bible.
Yeah, but
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
what it meant
What I'm
is
saying-
like the
most
like
of
if you look at it, even Jacob even went to serve to marry the first woman and then went back there to serve to marry the second one from the family because he wanted to marry the other one. If you remember his story, right? When yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like those things, he is still the favorite son of God. If you remember, he was favored instead of Esau. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he got like we are still on the same.
But
same
what I'm
they got
saying,
more than one wife here. And they
what
was
I'm
favored
saying
by God.
is, I'm saying is, I understand what you mean by let's say you should marry 2 wives and it was written down and everything, right? If time changed, right? People change with time. You understand? In those times, right? There are some things that they were doing that time that we don't fuck
can't
with
do now,
them.
yeah.
You understand? But I'm talking about tradition. I'm talking about our heritage. Do you understand? There was a video I was watching yesterday. There is this egungun, a masquerade. There is this masquerade in my tribe that will open like it's like a house. It will open itself. There is no one inside. There is no one outside. No one is opening the door. The masquerade is actually doing it.
Sorry, the masquerade is like a house.
Like let's say they build a house, right? The house has a like this entrance. Let's say this is what they build, right? There is no everywhere is covered, right? That masquerade opens the door. This like both sides like this. Open the door both sides like this for you guys to see inside, and it will still move itself.
So it show you inside of itself.
Of itself.
So like you can see through, out, in and out.
Along Mose.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? In that, you like we can say civilization brought us to. I think civilization took us away from our heritage. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if all these things were written down, they will be more popular.
But for me, if I'm going to talk about that, I think there are some things that would be written down that are wrong. There are some things that are not even real. Okay, let me be honest.
So are you saying now?
Be honest.
Wait, are you now saying that everything that was written in the Bible, they were honest truth, all of them?
No.
Yeah.
No. So what?
So
if
if
written?
okay, so if our forefathers also wrote stuff and when
I think you are answering your question by yourself. There's a reason why I'm not reading Bible today.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Bible.
Let
It is
me
because of
tell
these
you.
things that
That,
they
you
know.
know, you
So
see-
if our forefathers have written those things, I think I would discredit their book because of the things that I think doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because eventually, if
You will
check
find it there.
If you check it, there are still some things that are written based on religion, based on ancestral things like Ogun, Shango, all those gods and all that, which I don't believe in. You get? It is possible that there was a story about Shango which was written too. You get? And it is very possible that Shango doesn't exist. It's just a myth. The same way I feel like Captain America or Batman or Spider-Man does not exist.
okay, can I ask you a question? Do you think creation, Adam and Eve, give birth like what's your take on that?
On Adam and Eve, I've got a lot of questions about Adam and Eve, so I don't believe in
No, you don't believe in it. Okay. Because what I want to say, right? Me, I start questioning a lot of things when I get to high school. When I was in high school, right? In high school, we were taught about Olodumare. We were taught about this guy that descend from heaven. Oduduwa, thank you. Oduduwa descend from heaven, and they have a proof for it. You understand? Even where it become a statue, like it become a tall something. When his time ends, it's still there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So after we were studying about that thing in high school, then I start asking myself, wait, We believe that Adam and Eve were created by God, right?
Yeah.
And
That was the beginning of
the
life.
creation of people started coming. You get in Yoruba land, we believe Oduduwa or Omiyan. Those are people that descend, right? They give birth to this so kids, right? These also kids, they descend to different region to go and Olotedo, I don't know in English. You get to different region, and we have Benin, we have Oyo, we have, you understand? And these things are proof, and they are there.
Yeah, I get
You get? So are you now telling me if it's like maybe some stories are there, maybe they destroy some stories in during that civilization? Because I don't think my forefathers would be so dumb that they will not be able to write things down.
They cannot. They don't even know how to read and write. They were introduced to reading and writing by the
Colonization.
No.
Okay.
So now, are you now telling me that my forefathers, they are not writing Yoruba before a white person come and introduce? Are you guys
I think it's still civilization and the white people that could
fuck civilization? You see, when you are talking about translation, even, I think it's time for us to go. There was this thing says, one Merises or something is the one that stopped killing of twins in Yoruba land. There is something we call Edun. Edun. When they are doing that Edun, they go in trance like the same way Christianity in Kerubu and Seraphim do. And they will deliver message to everybody around them. Do you understand? And Edun means Edun Beji, which means my forefathers have been celebrating twins before. Do you understand? So who is that Merislesor? The Merislesor only stopped killing of twins in Igbo land.
Exactly. So it is not.
Do you understand?
So it is not us that
The
did
Igbo
that message.
doctrine.
It is the people that didn't
Igbo
read.
doctrine.
You understand?
The
And
Igbo,
not-
you understand?
I get it.
So
It's a
now-
region. It's not even the whole of Igbo land.
You guys, so
Because
you cannot
Calabar
say
actually
you are-
happened. The train happened actually in Calabar.
Calabar, thank
Yeah.
you.
So it can it happens.
So you cannot come and say you are the one who stopped killing twins in our country.
A South African can meet me now and say, "Virus, do you eat dog?" I eat dog. I'm from Ondo State.
Yes.
But then it can meet Junior and Jew, and you say you don't eat dog. But then that person might not meet both of you. But because he has met me, he will go and tell everybody there that Nigerians eat dog. You get what I'm saying? The other Nigerians that you know, and then you know that don't eat dog. So what happened there? What happened with the Mary's Lesser story is it happened one place, it happened in but then the story came out like the whole of Nigeria to civilian Yoruba land whereby by BG.
No,
I've never heard
you
it.
understand?
It was
Because they are
not a
gods.
story.
It was
It
not
was
of the
the
village.
walk back. Walk.
It's a village doctrine. Some people,
Even up till now, there are places in Nigeria whereby they said, I don't know, I've never been there, whereby if somebody will come and greet you, you will use your wife and do what I need to. You know, yes, so when I'm saying like the whole of Nigeria.
That's what I'm now
And then
saying.
somebody now stop it and say, stop this in Nigeria.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Is if we are documenting, bro, if you are Yoruba or you study Yoruba very well, like I'm very good in Yoruba in school, like all of my Yoruba, you understand, bro? If you study Yoruba very well,
Have sense.
Yoruba have a lot of culture that the whole of Africans needs to know about. Another superstition for me is English. You know, in Nigeria,
Agree.
a lot of people believe that
you don't speak
if you don't speak English, you are not intelligent. If you don't speak English, there is nothing you know.
the best student in mathematics, Loyola College, he can't construct an English sentence. Akinwale Adebayo, he can't. Akinwale after school, after school.
Okay,
Yeah. After school, he hawks. Ó ti kiri débi pé the hawking thing has actually he said that much. So, but bro, I remember our mathematics teacher there was Mr. Agbola. He's so tall. Olono Yojuni, St. Patrick's in Bang.
You should.
I'm sure I want
Oh my show for you.
Bro, he would practically say, that guy should submit his assignment. Don't submit your assignment, don't answer any question in my class. He knows he will pass the assignment 100%. Sorry, who was stating his own point? Your assistant. Let me pitch this in because I didn't say it my own. Is parents thinking if your child plays soccer, he's going to be dumb. He's going to be dull in school. You get? Because you see that boy, Sherry, he was the reason why I kept him in my crew is because so when we are on pitch during break time, he dribbles everybody. Bro, I've never seen that kind of person in my life. Anytime I get home, I'll start thinking like, God, let me be good like Patricia even on pitch. I used to see a superstar. I used to see Messi in him. He uses left leg. Bro, he will dribble all of us. I know the post I bro. People, then the opponent will be begging him.
It's playing football now. Oh, that's great.
But locally, because they didn't have the chance to travel, but he plays tough the few, but the team come. I'm so happy, bro. He will dribble all of us. Then this other team will start begging him to take it back and start again. Shit. I tell you that how good he is. So because he's that good, I kept him in my crew. So anytime we are playing, he will choose him. He will be in my team now. He will dribble everybody until he passes to me and I will score. I was the striker. You get? So what I'm saying is, he was not sound educationally. He wasn't even. He can't construct English, but he's so good in soccer. And then if you have a child like that in your family, they will beat him every day because he's not. He comes with F.
Yeah, right.
But they didn't see that talent in him. Like, okay.
Yeah, they made a lot of mistakes.
You get?
That's one of the reasons why they should not have written their Bible. Imagine if they have written Bible, they would have written it there. Don't let your child to play soccer. Hello.
That's also so when it comes to talent, you could figure out the talent in your child, even if he or she knows his educational level is high or not. You can still figure out the talent in this child. Like, okay, this is this child's talent. You can tell. I could tell that things for my children. I could tell that okay, this one likes soccer, this one likes singing. I could tell what Precious like. I could tell what Marvelous loves. You know, you could tell. Their scores in school shouldn't actually determine how much you can figure out the talent in them. Like, okay, this is what this child is good in. No, they don't want you to be good at any other thing but your books.
Yeah, that's their Bible.
What about have you guys toast a girl? No, and you try to speak Yoruba and the girl never talk to you, and she just keep going.
Yeah, true.
Until you speak English.
What's so funny is that, like, I've never really had the chance of speaking.
I don't know how to toast in Yoruba actually.
Firstly, that's I've never even had the chance.
What would I say?
Like when you see going up when you say I'm outside.
You say find your bar when you come.
I don't know how to say it.
It's like from this like going up, you realize that you're not allowed to speak in Yoruba when you're with a stranger or an outsider, especially when it's a school type of gathering. That's why you see a lot of children, they can't interact in school because they feel like funny enough, Marvelous calls the moms. Marvelous calls the moms English a bobu.
Imagine.
I tell you, I used to tell Bookie that. So, I'm not looking for me dandy. You get, but Marvelous, you could tell that Marvelous, okay, when it comes to teaching, she teaches her classmates in school, right? Yeah, she teaches them like, okay, after school and so the children in the market, she teaches them. You can tell she sings a lot. You know, there are some children that practically they could draw.
Yeah.
But because they can't speak English, their confidence in that drawing itself, they just let it go. Like, okay, if you come and you say, "Hi, judges, panel of co-debaters, my my accurate timekeeper, my name is, I'm here to object to you and say to you that English language is better than, you know, if you are that sound, they'll recognize you than someone who could draw the whole assembly from the front. You get, which is very wrong. Because that is talent. You could do a lot of things with that without needing English.
Yeah.
You get, so it's just like that. It's a lot of, it's the part of thing we need to
There
Those
are
are
kids.
part
Some of the
of
subsidies.
those are
we need
part
to
of
remove.
things. I was saying.
and
It's a subsidy.
also
It's a
letting
subsidy.
your child
No,
play sports doesn't mean his brain is going to
For
dull.
God's sake, it will be more brilliant. Ugochukwu was in Pepsi Academy. He was fourth brilliant student in National College. I swear
You
to
know,
God. He was
some
in
parents
academy.
will buy, some parents won't have video
And
games
he was
at
the
home
most brilliant
because
student.
they feel like tobati ni game le o ni kawe re. You get, because you have video game at home, you won't study. There's time for study. There's time. Even they came out and say all work and no play. It doesn't make Jack a dull boy alone. It makes everyone dull. Because even if
He go give vibes.
a guy, a woman, a man, it makes you dull. You know, because you need to work and you need to play. Your brain, there's a vein in the brain that is called lupus. It needs to reflect to other things, because if it works on working alone instead of relaxing and reflexing, you know, you play God of War, you see a lot of things, you have more experience about thinking of life. You get, you play some games, you could tell that okay, now this one is even going to make you more intelligent. You get, so I don't know. Some parents just feel like the moment you have something to distract you from that book, and then we're made to believe that if you're not educated, you can't survive in life, you can't prosper, you can't make it.
Okay.
Like if you check billionaires, even Elon Musk is not a graduate.
I know one of my
Bill
teachers.
Gates is the secondary school dropout.
Let me tell you,
All of them. Even
my
even
teachers.
Zook, where I went to Harvard, he did not finish the Harvard. Even Zook.
My economics teacher, when she's coming inside the class,
You go out.
Economics.
economics teacher.
And you know economics is more than anything, right?
Economics not gone.
That time,
Because economics is just reading.
you know, my Agric teacher told me one day, say, "Well, oh, let make it."
Agric kan. Go to you. Don't know. Kí ló ṣe fún Agric teacher?
Ó pé bàbá ẹ
No, but I think
jó náà mi lórí assembly, mo lọ jó ní gbági Nikos wọ́n náà.
And then that is another fuck up, because somebody was dancing to get a prize and
One no.
represent your school, but because he was wearing a school uniform,
You know.
you find it very wrong.
And in our generation, like my son will come home and tell me he has a dance practice or a dance, and I have to drive him there.
Yeah.
For dance class, oh yeah.
That thing that you
Oh,
did
yeah.
that teaching for.
Sometimes,
Your
yeah,
principal is supposed to call your
it's
mom
part
and
of the thing,
say,
it's part of-
"Every Sam lost CB over no John Bellola."
It's part of the things we touch when it comes to civilization. Those are part of the things civilization has helped us know that okay, this is how this is supposed to be. You're supposed to teach your child how to swim.
Abi,
Bro,
If you-
tó bá lọ sódò,
Okun when you do one last time.
before you get to I'll tell you, an average guy in Nigeria, if you don't stay in a village, you don't stay in a town that has a river, bro, before you get to a river in a swimming pool in your life, is when you have grown up.
We will still pay now. We will pay for swimming practice. We will still drive you there. I have to take my
Because
money
it's
and my
to your
time,
advantage.
and then I have to wait for you to finish that your
child's
fucking
advantage.
training before I go home. For God's sake.
but I think they are scared.
So imagine if my mother was part of people that are writing the Bible down that time. They would have written it down that don't let your child to go to the river because Oluweri Magbodo will have collected it from you.
Yeah.
It's
how we
just,
should-
it's just civilization.
It should just keep changing, and we have not even seen anything. We wait for our kids. Their own civilization will be mind blowing. In fact, I don't know if they will be strong.
Because I'm sure our own civilization
What's already
mind blowing to our
blow. Yeah, for me it was if you go if the chicken is laying the egg, if you go there, because my mom used to have poultry. We had like 26 chicken. Wow. So
our parents, our family into bad.
Sebastian.
when I got to Eslo College, I found out by my agri practicals that when the chicken lays the egg, it's not hard at first. You understand? It's still soft. So why our parents were telling us that as a kid, you touch it. So they don't want us to go and touch it, it will break. So they will tell us, if you go and look at it, your eyes will break. Because if you look at it, if fella go and look at something that he will touch it, those guys they will touch it. So now when I grew up, I understand it that it's not like that. So that's one superstitious something, and then always give me your Christ, the life to Christ. Like every opportunity that I had in my life when I was young, when they say, if you are here,
I want to be a born
show by raising your hands. I swear to God.
Why?
If I don't, because I'm always sinning. You know, I am the black sheep of my family somehow, right? So I'm always having a sin, even though my family will not know the sin yet. They might find out later. But I already know that I have a sin. So every time we are in church, I already know that I have a sin. So if you go to revival, even if we just left church and we go to revival in the evening, if I give my life in the morning, when I get there in the afternoon, I'll give my life again. It's gone to a stage whereby every time any pastor say, if there's anybody else to give their life to Christ, there's something that it's only me. It's only me that's always coming out. It's any revival that my mother take me. A minimum told me must be bad. Jesus walk on so pay.
But then,
okay, now for example, when I was graduating in primary 5, when I was graduating in secondary school. So you would do, I want to be a doctor, hey, I want to be a pilot. When it was my turn, hey, I want to be a pastor. And I was looking at my mother, she was the fucking happiest woman in the world. And I was just doing that only. only to just, I said to God. So I remember my mother used to even introduce a friend to me like, this is my son, Akin, pastor, no, my father. So yeah, I used to remember like, so my whole thing is like every time for example, I used to steal my mother's money, like mama Jew mom see gone like a lot. So mama to give me back like when I steal that money, I always be like, I need to give my life to Christ again.
Yeah, because of
I don't know that I should just have asked for my forgiveness. So me, I always be like, I should always ask for my head. I should always give my life to Christ.
Anytime you see it,
anytime back, that is what happens. Yeah, so I think that's just what other superstition stuff did I believe?
But does that affect you also?
Giving my life to Christ. The thing is, I think personally, when I was
I'm not talking about like when you're young,
yeah, when I was growing up, I was even more spiritual than my mom.
Imagine.
At that point. Because there are Sundays that my mom will be at work, but she will force us to church. She will give us money making that Disney. She will give us money to that. I'll make sure my siblings pay theirs in church. But mine, I'm buying Pito. And Pom-Pom. Pito and Magria. I think that really actually shaped my belief about Christianity and stuff, because anytime I offend my mom, anytime I done something bad at home, my busy corner is church. Is it busy corner?
Yeah, busy corner.
Yeah, it's church. She deposits me in church, and then when you get to church, you fast.
Yeah.
For the first 3 days you went, that is like your personal routine. You get so. And those kind of churches are churches that you see a different pastor every now and then coming for revival and stuff. They preach.
Those are the pastors that always come here house. Because anyone that comes there, will not get to find you.
You know, I tell you, when I was 10 years old, I started teaching in children's church.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow. Must meet Cashley here. That's
I
nice.
started teaching in children's church because I'd known it. Because and one thing I realized about my life is, when I was growing up, I want to learn everything. Okay, so talking about learning everything in school, I could write almost everyone's handwriting because I could assimilate and like cram it. Like, okay, you get
time thief.
So when you're a pastor, I want to learn how you behave. I want to start mimicking you. You get so which would make me understand what you're trying to do, so that I could be able to do it.
Yeah.
So I've learned a lot of things about gospel till today that I don't listen to preaching in church. Only if you're a very, very, very powerful pastor. like our recent pastor now, I don't know if you watch our podcast. If you watch to Pastor Isaac, I'm sorry, but then I could tell that talking about being in the ministry, I've been more in the ministry than you.
That's the thing. You see, I swear again.
So anytime he's talking, I feel like he should have said it this or that way. I even give him more tips. You get? So that really actually brushed up my Christianity belief while I was growing up. So I knew that I'm allowed to sing. When he knew that he had to give his life back because he takes the moment you sing, you are taking your life back from God. So the moment you are born again, you are dead. Yeah. The only thing is forgiveness. You so
I understand now.
I know that because I'm in Christ and God.
Because I understand what you say. When I was growing up, I know in our church I have some brother that will shout come on time. So that's how you know I used to play drums, so I would be like. Kilo check, bro. If you check it that time, they want to call you out. Like that, my dad had this preaching that if you listen to it,
you will make you sad, you will feel bad.
Tomorrow,
you will die.
Tomorrow.
Oh God.
The student will call it carrying for body. You can't remember what you did.
Only have for testimony. Testimony time, that way. You will not understand a testimony.
She will just be going.
Yeah, right now.
But for us as K.O. we believe testimony is powerful than prayer.
That if you share testimony,
but you know some people just come out for the sake of testimony. That good.
This one
my driver was supposed to be I don't know it.
The winners, they'll say, in summary, tell us what God did and what happened, and they'll just make you feel like, okay, you have to use 2 seconds and say, I was blind, now I can hear. That's what they will tell you. Just, I was blind, now I can hear. Thank you.
But some people they collect the mic.
That woman that I said, the day she came out and gave testimony about the bike man that took her to church. That is where this woman is a testimony about our testimony is back home.
Pastor Jacob, Pastor David.
So so that was actually one of those things that really helped my going Christianity wise. Till today is really helping me that I'm so attached to Christianity that I knew. Because I felt like I know the end game. Actually
That's why
to Christianity.
That's what I'm saying.
To God.
That's what I'm saying.
So me too. I think I have too much information.
That's what I'm saying.
The church that I'm going in there.
The way our doctrine as a Yoruba people was not documented.
Make us not know a lot of things about it.
A lot of things. If you study Yoruba, bro, you will love every culture. You will understand like most everything that is like things that you don't do, like 10 commandments in the Bible. You also have the commandments. Do you understand? So it's similar to Bible.
Right. Yeah, one of the things about English language, about English, why I remember now that I had a lot of Igbo friends growing up. I had Isaac Okon, I had Benjamin, I had Victoria Agatha. So there was no way for us to communicate except English.
Yeah.
So now remembering that Isaac Okon, he had a girlfriend. I don't know, maybe they were young, so they had whatever. So after Isaac Okon broke up with the girl, Benjamin dated the girl. So me, in my own eyes, I always believe, I swear to God, from 11 years old until when I was 14 years old, for 3 years, I thought Benjamin had HIV. I'm just waiting for my friend to die. I swear,
And
I was so scared. Like, because I was thinking, Isaac Okon already slept with that girl, and now you have already slept with her. Because in my head, once two people sleep with the same girl, you have a child. So I was, every time Isaac, Benjamin is with me, I'm just looking at Benjamin like, oh God, Benjamin.
But you know, for me, ever since I've been in school,
What a stupid thing.
I've always
Very
loved Yoruba culture. Like my dad is a pastor,
Yeah.
right? So it makes me want to diversify, like to understand. How do I say? I know Christianity.
You already know because
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So
You
I
want
want
to
to
find out
know
the other
more
stuff, yeah.
about, like in my house, we don't talk about culture, about Yoruba, this thing. Everything I know about Yoruba, I study it. I want to know more. Like I want to know why these people are called Yoruba people. What is special about these people? You understand? So at home is like Christianity, everything must be Jesus. Let me tell you, my part, right, is to go and read Psalm to any spiritual thing my dad wants to do. Let's say they want to read 200 Psalm to one water or something. That's my own duty. You understand? So now I have to read Psalm to that job.
Then you now found it.
Then I was like, no, is this not tradition? Do you understand? Then my dad made me understand that, okay, listen, there is tradition, there is Christianity, religion. You understand? There is something our forefathers have believed.
Doing.
That's why you see in Keruba and Seraphim, people they use Isheshe and they still pray in the name of Jesus. Christianity was forced on these people. You understand? But they don't want to let go of their tradition. Do you understand? In Cuba, the Yoruba people are staying there. They have Ile Orisha, and they are praying like they worship Orisha more, and they are praying also like Jesus, like Christianity. You get? That was a time that if you practice anything as a Yoruba person, if you practice any Yoruba cultural this thing, you'll be punished. You are meant to be arrested and get punished for it. That's why this thing, that you understand what I mean, Sha? That's why it's dying. Like we don't know. Like the way you are talking about Bible now, for you to be teaching in children's class, it's because you are introduced to Bible. Let's say Odu follow Bele Lowo when you are growing up. If somebody is not telling you about Christianity, you will tell, oh, you don't know anything. Do you understand? Do you get where I'm coming from? So it's the way we accept our tradition. You understand? It's what affects us.
I get you.
Yeah, I just believe like we should just pick whatever we have to pick. Even if we have that Bible, even if it's written, people will still pick whatever they have to pick. And then even using the Bible as a gouge, I can promise you, in the next few years, the Bible will be so dead. I'm not being a bad person. Like this new generation that are coming up, they will not even know, they will not even give it them in 10 years time, they will not even give one fuck about the Bible. So what I'm trying to say is, people are going to find themselves.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. If I am a Christian, right? I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. I'm not saying if I am a Christian. My name is Matthew, right? And my Bible tells me, don't worship any other God before me, except me. Well, you understand what I'm saying? And I should never bow down to any idol. Fine. But I went to an afar. It did an usher for me to bath. How did I bow to another? I have not gone to go and kill him in an afar and in a mosque. You understand what I'm saying? So I've collected. So if I go to a Babalawo and I go and collect usher, have I bowed down to this? I've not. If there's no way whereby he said I should come and bow down to the Satan like this now. I've been now. You know what I'm saying? But he did usher for me. I think
I know a Kenyan couple in this country. They don't know about Jesus. They have never heard about Jesus. You understand? Like they only hear about Jesus when they come to South Africa.
Are you fucking kidding?
Bro, their kids, they are not Christian. Their kids doesn't know about Jesus. Their kids will come and sleep there, right? Spend the night. I make sure that night we are not praying.
Imagine.
You understand? Just because I want them to
Have their life, you don't want to make
you
it
understand?
to be up.
Like their parents have a reason for them to pick that life for them. Do you understand? their parents also, they are not religious. They don't believe in anything. They just believe in living their life.
Being a good person,
That's
teaching them how to be good, how to be nice to people, how to live good, and how to do good.
So some things from my side, some things are not. I question it when I grow up. There was a part in the Bible that says, without Jesus,
If we say that
you can't go to heaven.
1 week topic.
You can't go to heaven, right? But a lot of people are not Christian, Baba.
Even in the Bible, it says, even in the book of Revelation, it says that there is 144,000 score, which is 144,000 people in heaven. So if we are going to go
Thank
to
you, Baba.
heaven,
That's
all of us are
Revelation.
going
Thank
to.
you, landlord. If you now go to the
Now,
Revelation,
let us remove the revelation, let us remove the Genesis and the Revelation. Let us now think about it. There is 7 billion people in this earth, right? Let's say there is 3 point something billion Christians and about 2.8 billion Muslims, and then other religions about 1 point something billion. So 3.8 Christians, that's the part of the Bible. So you are telling me that God will now condemn. If I'm supposed to go by the Bible,
all the Jews,
or no, even the Muslim alone, 2.8 billion
all
Muslims, the Buddhists, the atheists,
have you watched God?
all of them will not die.
Have you watched God?
So all of them will now, what will happen to them? What will happen to them?
Morgan Freeman.
Well, yeah.
Watch-
The story of God.
watch the
story
full
of God.
episode. No.
So are you
You
saying
see
that all those people are going to go to hell? That is where me I brought my own from.
Yeah,
That was my own first day that I read that book of Revelation, because I remember my mother. The only thing that my mother will always teach you, especially when there's fasting and prayer, is always read your Bible. So what we did is Genesis to Revelation, Genesis to Revelation. You will keep reading Bible for 7 days, never for one church. When you are doing this fasting and prayer, this thing, you can't do nothing. Just keep reading Bible, reading Bible. So I was reading that place. It's 144 score. So I didn't even understand what was wrong, because it's KGV. I had KGV.
Yeah,
But when I had good news, good news Bible, you know good news Bible now. When I read good news now translated as 144,000. In King James it was 144 score. So I was like, so if I'm a pastor in Nigeria, I got to go 144,000. So if one pastor, I go, where am I going to go? And that was when I was like, nigga, what? We back on the streets.
Because if you have Jehovah Witness, they are not going to show you know. Jehovah Witness.
The video we are they will that this is for the
They
mix.
don't go to any heaven, because even their pastor can't get a chance there. The prophets that have already dead, they are
more than 144,000.
That's amount. You understand?
So Pastor Abi on
So,
chance.
and you can't
Oh no, she level.
so you can't go and chill.
Oh God.
One
thing I don't
yeah, there's a lot of things.
One thing I
going on.
realize about Bible is it's written, like basically written by different people. I think some of the prophets.
We're not called. Some just call themselves, or they just speak.
I think some of the
Text
prophets.
message now me back or WhatsApp. Network with
Some of the
the
prophets didn't say some things spiritually. They didn't use their spiritual eyes and spiritual brain to say it. They just said it like a human being. Because I think all those prophets too are human beings, right? There's no part in the Bible that said David was a you get. So I think there are some things that Moses has said with his own natural church mind.
And even when God told him to punch this thing, he went to go and smack it. How do we know that he has not done all that thing that the Bible not even record?
Now that is why me also I'm getting angry when you guys are saying that what my forefathers would have written down, it would have that would have been some mistake. But that's a mistake with what these people.
That's what I'm saying. You should compare the Bible. That was how I was discussing. You don't need to write those things.
Your forefathers.
The word change.
That is not part of your.
Do you know what you write?
You know why?
Talking about the forefathers and all that. The forefathers are not gods.
Yeah.
They are not even
And
that.
to be honest, they have nothing to
They're
write.
just
To be
human beings.
honest, apart from the old how have they gotten record will our parents our
Okay now
Apart
guys,
from the
thank God we go to this topic.
Yeah.
Please. Have you guys lived in Abba before?
Abba ni mo ko.
Yeah. Okay, cool. have you guys experienced a time that maybe Oluweri will come and tell you, you know, about all them are announced because when you might also don't tell me because Oluweri you are one. Have you guys?
Okay, cool. So I'm from Ondo State. Okay, listen, bro. I'm from Ondo State. There's a place called Ogbese. Ogbese from Akure is just 15 minutes drive. You can Google it, right? Near every Sunday they will tell you that Ogbese is going to the market. Ogbese river, so you cannot go to that river. They will tell you that if you go to the river, you will not find water. I'm saying it on public. You can go Ogbese right now. It's just there's a big water there. Swallows people, kills cattle and everything. But they will tell you if you go to Ogbese water to the river on Sunday, you will not meet that water there. You will not find it there. Now, me I've never been there. Hey, you see the picture now. Me I've never been there. You have never been there. Who is going to get the picture?
Superstition.
So who will confirm these things?
Okay, have you guys heard of people when maybe husband and wife they are those powerful people in your land before and they got upset and when they want to die they turn to a stone or they turn to, have you guys heard of that? Water, they become a stream.
Of course, I'll be lying if I said I've not heard of that. But the question is like, should I believe it? Yeah. So the big question is, do I believe it?
Okay, now.
Even let me tell you the story of the wife of Lot turning to salt. I don't believe it. So before you ask me the next one about Oluweri, remember that.
Okay.
So I don't believe in salt.
There's possibility that it was a different thing that happened.
But maybe she burnt or turn to salt. Push it.
But they say when
it's not that even God said it was the salt of the word. The salt that God that it takes so very importantly is the one that you now turn somebody that disobeyed
your
into.
Okay, there are man-mades everywhere. So you see those ones that go or Shunshengeshia and all that. It's just the adultery that some people emulated.
So you are telling me Oshun is not real?
I'm not saying Oshun.
No, it's real. Oshun happened.
So if you now check it, like okay, they are man-mades. So because a fish has a head and a hand, makes it supernatural. Some people can worship it because it's not normal, like the normal one. So in the process of some people worshiping it, they would put a lot of things around it to put fear and supernatural belief to it. No, if Oshun was that real, anytime they are doing Oshun festival, Yemoja will come out for real. They will capture it on video. If it's that real, what are you hiding from? People that are worshiping you?
No, the person is gone. It's not Yemoja now.
I'm saying that, so you don't hear that time that they say Ibito Runi, Runi Kotolo. They worship it because the belief it lives is real. If there's this place, you don't Oshun. Is it Oshun Shogbo? What is that festival they do?
Do you believe in man-made?
Man-mades are real, even in Australia. All of them are real. They're not just good. Man-mades are real. Just go read the study about man-made. Man-made caught on camera. They are real, but they are not people. They are not.
But me, I don't
species.
believe in man-made.
I believe they are real. They are not just the species. Is not just much anymore. Back then, there are a lot of man-mades. But go check.
I will only believe the day I find
man-made.
I've seen that.
There's billions of them.
It's a lie.
This other one, bro. This other one was caught by submarine camera.
Junior, I don't believe.
I believe
they are man-made.
I just don't believe they really exist that much. There are a lot of species that don't exist anymore. Their times are gone.
Of course.
I just don't feel they exist that much anymore. I don't even think
in fact, the dinosaurs are already
guys, did you guys see this video trending? A chicken with a monkey head.
It's a fake.
Oh, it's fake.
It's fake. You know, so
it's just AI edit.
It's just a belief. I believe mermaids are real.
Yeah, that's what
real.
Me, I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe mermaids are real.
I don't believe. I'm sorry, mermaid. If you are real, please show me one day.
I don't believe it. I rather believe that aliens are real than.
What about?
Yeah, because there are places where they don't see them.
Do you believe that aliens are coming to
take over? No. If they would do that, what would they get from our world? What do we have to offer? Let's be honest.
But what would they do?
What would they get from us? What would they want to take from us?
And I go all of them now. But why are those seeking
the way they talk,
scatter?
bro, the way they talk about aliens, be honest.
If you think the way they had, so they don't need anything from us. That's what I'm trying to be.
So do you think
so if they can withstand our nuclear weapons,
bro? The way they know aliens, the way you've heard and read about aliens, if they decide to take over the world, you think it will be hard for them?
It will not be hard, but they don't need anything. They don't need anything.
It's like they have 2050.
They are already in technology. Right? They are already in 2090. So that COVID that you guys saw, they could have given you something just little.
Yeah, you get.
And then all of us will be inside. Let's be honest.
They are already advanced.
For example, there was COVID, right? You breathe in here. If the aliens are so much advanced, like we think about them, like they are so much advanced, like they're in 2090, they could just put some gas around the world, and then this weapon that you're supposed to use to shoot them, it is the person that is outside that will shoot them now. Like when we're inside of COVID, if there was an alien walking on our street, would I know? Would you know? We're inside.
Yeah.
You understand? So aliens they don't need to go in the battle with us. They are intelligent more than us. If it's the way it is.
This is presented.
They don't want to come to war with you. They know you have nuclear weapons. They know you have guns. They know you have all these things. It's like that good. So you understand what I'm saying? So I will not come
even normal
with that
America.
So I will do things.
Let's talk about
if America alone, want to kill
Nigeria.
Want to fight South Africa. All these things that we are saying, South Africa will fight war.
There's no war.
Nothing.
America has already won before they started. Not to now talk of.
Do you know how corrupt it is? How easy it is for them to
I understand. But I'm talking about the population. Are you guys saying that?
How do we know their own population? Do we know their own population?
Yeah, that's true.
Do we know? Do we know how many of them? How many to like the ratio of maybe it's a 10 to 1 person in their.
Now you know what's funny is in their own kind of life, in their own life, it feels like they're all armies. You get.
But I promise you, if they are aliens, I don't believe also in aliens.
There's no alien that is chilling. There's no alien that is chilling.
But I can promise you, aliens, they know what they will get from it.
What about that one?
It is fucked up.
That one they're showing on videos in China.
Maybe zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing that will cause zombie is drugs. If methamphetamine continue the way it is on the rise, if you go and check some videos in Los Angeles, Pennsylvania, right now, New York, and stuff like that, you will see people already becoming zombies. The only thing is they're not eating other people yet. How long is that going to last? Because they're going to get hungry, and then they will not have no food because they keep using that drug, and they have no money. They're sleeping on the streets, and some people that are really moving like.
Oh, so you're saying it's drug?
It's drug. It's going to come. It's going to come to that, but it's not now. One thing will happen. The drug.
What's the name?
Methamphetamine. Yeah, fentanyl. Once you have it in your blood, once you are addicted to it, you go like that. But now.
So those videos.
Yeah, but now they are not eating people yet. No, it's not released. They are not eating people. Get what's going on? But we'll get there because at the end of the day, if somebody.
No, wait. Are you saying those videos, those things are they real?
Videos like they are biting people.
Those ones, they will show them by the train. They like this.
Try to enter the train. No, those one is not real. Of course, I've seen people you've seen people that are on drugs, right?
Yeah, I've seen
zombies that are
those ones,
on drugs. They are already zombied on drugs.
On those local America.
You understand what I'm saying? That are already on drugs so much. What I'm saying is, when you're on drugs like that, you lose your house.
Those zombies you are thinking of, they are
not real. What I'm saying, we'll get there. Because then you lose your house, you lose your money, you lose everything. In the end of the day, what do we eat? You will start eating each other. That's what I'm saying. Now we'll get there. In 10 years' time, 2030.
Like those people using like drugs.
Yeah, using drugs. Like, but not natural occurrence. And the only thing I would have asked instead of that is vampires. I don't know what to believe. Do you think vampires are real?
I think
because
they are gone.
I've read it before that they are existing in some place. I don't know.
What about Egbere?
They don't want
Egbere is also real.
I believe Egbere is real.
Egbere is real.
They are not just so much you gain.
Àwọn ẹ̀wọ̀n kan sí money then àti kọ́lé débi tí wọ́n máa ó gẹ́ àti lé wọn sí gbó because if you check it àwọn ibi tó yẹ kó wà àti kọ́lé sí gbogbo bẹ̀ ẹ ti lé gbogbo wọn sí gbó Kò lè sọ
Wọ́n
dé.
ní a máa lọ ní.
Kò lè sí
A máa lọ
ọdẹ.
sí
And if you
ìlú
look
lọ.
at it, then àwọn ọmọ asáfin náà.
Yeah.
Kò lè wá tún see anybody to choose occupation of hunting.
Yeah.
Anymore. Unlike all those my Uncle Dele those days, he goes once I told you about him. If he goes to school, he got headache, but if he goes to the farm, this guy is fine. In school, you know Mrs. Koi. Eh, no, but you didn't go to Boston house. Oh shit, Mrs. Koi and all those. Even this anybody now, even this anybody that they come on stage that time. When they say if you go outside go pee for midnight, your head will be heavy. If it even happened to my brother, when I go shit for night.
Do you know the thing superstition pass?
No, he just say even if superstition, I don't know. He say here they big. Okay, now that one finish. Mrs. Koi say you go dey hear. If she go come, you go dey hear ko for am. If you go outside, you know go say. Oh man, and I'm sure there's if you went FGC or you went FGGC or FGGC, you witness Mrs. Koi. Oh, you know Mrs. Koi. Even the Mass College for the sis Lagos Environment. Oh man, now you could just hear go. Here's the story. The story is like she lost one of her shoes on the floor. So she's always coming back to be looking for it.
Now she found it.
So no, she hasn't found
because I'm sure there's no qualifying to stay again.
I'm sure she's still there. She's still calling. But I can promise you, I'm sure that people that are body that they will have their own story.
I believe in ghosts.
What the fuck is ghost?
Believe in ghosts?
My
I'm looking for one.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I believe in ghosts.
I'm looking for one. I've never seen ghosts.
I believe that it is not everybody could be a ghost. Not every ghost could be a ghost. Literally, like ghost, like.
So you believe that when people die, they become
No, all of them.
Not all of them. There are some that will be disturbed.
But I don't know. I don't know about that.
Not all.
I don't know about that.
So you
One out of a million.
I've only
that there is a ghost. Why is that person? Why must he be a ghost?
That one I don't know.
Me, I don't believe.
But I
ghosts,
believe
yeah.
in ghosts.
I'm looking for one.
Mrs. Koi, I don't believe. I can sleep in this
Mrs.
house.
Koi, I
don't believe ghosts will come and start disturbing you.
Yeah, I believe Mrs. Koi.
Okay.
To buy needy, Masha.
You know how many places? How many places here? They don't even check houses, man. Most of houses are owned by Jews.
They'll say it's haunted.
Bro, they will have their temple in those houses. My wife will say, "Don't touch her. Calm down." It's not like say they want to kill me.
I want them.
The thing is, it's not that maybe you are wishing bad in your heart.
Yes, sir.
That is so now fight me.
Bro, there is one. There is one. Only one room is one big Buddha.
Why don't you cry? Beat me. Why shiri?
But this palo not share artwork.
Why come and dash me money? Papa hash see guy. And dash me money. I don't know Buddha. Go to Buddha come and go. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, ghosts. I don't give a fuck about ghosts. But my mom told me about seeing a ghost.
Maybe like a ghost. I want to see my dad.
Even okay, now let me ask you a question. How about the time because my mother, maybe now I will ask my mother if I see her again because she lied. I would say she lied because I don't believe it. Because she told us then that she talked to her father after my father died. Okay. And then she told us some messages that my father said. But then I want to ask her now for her to tell me and to tell me what maybe when I was come I want to buy any what to get. So I want her to tell me the story now if I go home. Because I want to look at her in the eyes and then she will tell me, then I will know her.
But it's real.
What's going on?
Because in the Bible,
But if you are there, let me go and talk to them.
But you know me, I'll always ask myself, because I know some people close to me go and do that thing. I always ask myself, why should I care? What my daddy said. Why? What do you want to say?
That you didn't say before you died. You've said a lot of things.
But let's just hear what they are. But I don't know. I don't think that's possible.
Me, I don't want to hear anything.
Me, I want to hear, but I don't know. I don't know if
I don't want to hear there are a lot in South Africa. A lot.
I don't really believe it.
I will tell you everything.
The thing is that
there is even one
the
woman.
first question I will ask my dad is what is his birthday?
They'll tell you now.
And if they can get it accurately,
Yeah, they will.
bro,
And then we'll
it's
come.
real.
Yeah,
Because even me, I don't know it's very real.
Hey, one superstition I forgot to say. I don't. They make me not to eat okra.
Your life will be slow.
There's like red and black clothes.
I think basically there's just been a lot of superstitious impression we've had when we were growing up,
A lot.
and I think majority of them is just a way of telling you not to do this thing. But if they tell you when a hen is laying the egg, don't go see it, because if they tell you not to touch it, you will touch it.
Of course, that's why you go and touch it. There's
If they
a
put
blind.
a condition with it that would affect you, you don't want to do it.
Many years later.
But then, based on all what we've said, parents should also take note of some key things like not figuring your child's talent because you feel
Because
book is just a basic thing and all that. So but then we hope you've actually gotten 1 or 2 points from this topic, and also if you feel there are 1 or 2 things you want to tell us about what we've talked about, and if you think you have 1 or 2 things to also share,
Superstitions that
or 1 or 2 superstitions that you've grown up with, like you could just also put it on the comment section, Thank you for joining us, and we know we'll catch you some other time. But then before we go, subscribe, subscribe,
What will you gain if you don't subscribe?
share the news.
What's wrong with you?
Share
Subscribe.
you get the food. You get what I'm saying? Until we'll catch you next time. We love you. It's always ZFG. Anytime, any day.
Let's go.
Peace.